what are neo-Keynesians? Neo-Keynesians are those people who believe in the rise of government getting involved in business and the bank getting involved in business. I mean, why one would ever think that the banks can do anything to aid business, God knows. Neo-Keynesians, I think about big business, not about little businesses. And Liz Truss criticises them, as indeed she should. The Neo-Keynesians are a long way from John Maynard Keynes, who is an interesting man and who was really defined mostly by his ability to spin on a coin and change his mind. But in her speech to the Institute for Government this morning, Liz Truss was making a sort of epoch. Well, she has actually made an epoch making speech in which she's criticised her own party. A prime minister criticising the Conservative Party. This is, I think, unheard of. There are prime ministers who have criticised aspects of the party, but she criticises a whole lump of the party, that bit of the Conservative Parliamentary Party that is part of the anti-growth coalition that supports the media in this left, this swing to the left that she identifies, which is linked to the neo-Keynesians. She objects to the simplified politics, these slogans, not thoughts. Yet she's the one who likes things written on the back of an envelope, who likes things on a piece of paper in one line conclusion without too much text because she can't master it. Poor thing. She is the person who is saying that government should not be in bed with big business. Well, she's right there. Of course, government should be encouraging small businesses. This neo-Keynesian thing is probably wrong. She's probably right. But the problem is, her big speech, her resurrection moment, where the hands can wobble into new life, was eclipsed by Russell Bland. Poor Russell Bland has actually got one thing right. He's managed to silence the witterings of Liz Truss. Congratulations and thank you so much, Russell Brand. But Liz Truss criticises the woke agenda, the diversity, the statist environmental solution, the energy price gap. Didn't she have something to do with that? The ESG. She calls all this left-wing policies. The system has moved to the left. Actually, she's right in that as well. The system has moved to the left. So it doesn't really matter whether it's the Conservative Party or the Labour Party advancing something. There is a move to the left, which America noticed about as long ago. There is a move to the left. There is a move to assuming somebody else is going to sort it out. That, as Mrs. Thatcher pointed out years and years ago, is not going to happen. Somebody else is always made up of people. There is no such thing, Thatcher said, famously in Women's Own or something. Thatcher famously said, "There is no such thing as society. Society is made up of individuals. And it's the individuals who take responsibility. You can't just assume that society, big society, is going to solve all your problems." Well, that's what Liz Truss is saying has happened. And that's possibly why we've ended up in this stagnant nonsense. So is she planning a return? Is she going to sort of come out of her coffin, brandishing a flag, 1 foot on the edge of the coffin, looking triumphant? No. She has been cowed by Russell Bland. And what else is going on? She doesn't like anything, really. Can you tell me one thing that Liz Truss likes that isn't herself? She doesn't like net zero agenda. She doesn't like the Conservative Party. But then, hey, Mrs. May doesn't much like that, and Mrs. May has decided that she's woke. So there we are. Who is left? Who is left to defend the Conservative Party? Ah, yes, Rishi Sunak. Well, there we are. Rishi Sunak.